We are entering the wisdom economy. Now, this is the concept I mentioned to a couple of my coworkers in the agency that I am working at, and I really believe this because we are going into a world where AI is obviously more ramping up. We're seeing AI slop everywhere, and you can at any time go on your phone, go into ChatGPT and say, "Hey, I have a question about this. Give me an answer." I mean, obviously, we always had Google, or we had Google for many, many, many years, but AI takes it to a whole nother level, a level that's it's going to get to the point where just our feeds are going to be so curated, so personalized to our interest, to what we like, that it's going to be different from someone who might like golf, but is also interested in what you say video games, compared to someone who likes golf and who might be interested also in bowling. Completely two different people. And obviously the feeds are going to be different, but not even that, even ads. And so when I say that we are in the age of wisdom, no longer the age of information, I really stand by this. Now, before we really get into the weeds of it, because I'm just thinking about it more and more as I talk about it, I want to introduce myself. My name is Brendan Fuller. I am a marketing lead at an agency working with a couple clients. And one of the main clients is doing over 100K per month. And so, my goal of this channel, I have nothing to sell you right now. Actually, I don't know if I ever, but I got nothing to sell you. And my goal of this channel is really to kind of take what I've learned from my marketing journey. I've been at it for about 3 years and package it and distill it down that hopefully maybe it's helpful. Maybe it's a reminder for you, or maybe it's exposure to some concepts that you haven't really been thinking about. And so right now, this video was kind of more angled at YouTube. That we are in the age of, I didn't really mention it, but it's more directed at YouTube in terms of there's so much information out there, and people said, "Oh yeah, we are in the creator economy. We're in this creator economy. We're in the awareness economy, attention economy." And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. We are in the wisdom economy because there's so much noise out there. There's so much stuff. You have people that are now starting to clip up clips that are getting posted out 20 videos a day, 10 videos a day. We see this was Alex Hormozi was more Mosey's channel, where AI automation is having 10 clips a day. And it's great and it's working and he's making more revenue from it because they are more personalized. Even though they may not get tons of views, they become more personalized. So that goes back to the conversation of what I was saying earlier, is that we'll get more and more personalized to the point that it's going to know every intricate detail. The feeds are already feeding us what we like, but even ads are going to be like that. Even the shows are going to be like that. Everything is going to be so personalized to the point that it's going to be information overload. We're seeing that there's so much information you can watch on YouTube. If I search up maybe how to tie your shoe, there's going to be at least 100 different videos of how to tie your shoe. And it even goes deeper. How to tie your shoe double knot. How to tie your shoe this way, that way. How to tie your shoe upside down. It doesn't really matter. There's going to be things out there. And so it's getting to the point where we're seeing with AI is trying to distill down what's actually important. We're seeing with YouTube by itself, it's now going to start summarizing a search, kind of like Google does with when you search up something, it shows like the AI suggestion of like the information. It's doing the same thing on YouTube. They're starting to roll that out where it can give you suggestions of the best videos for you, but also just a summary so you may not have to watch a video, which is absolutely crazy. And so on that end, we're to the point where if there's so much information out there, then who's going to win? Is it going to be the someone who's just posting constant AI stuff that's coming from ChatGPT, that's kind of regurgitated from blogs, and it's really kind of like common knowledge, or is it going to be the person who may have spent a little bit more time in that field, maybe a little bit more attention to the script, that's a little bit more wiser on the information that they're going to give you, that feels more personalized at that moment? Obviously, when I say it up like that, it's going to be the person who actually has a little bit more of that wisdom to give you because they've been where you have been and they're able to kind of relay it back to you. And so on that end, that's why I say we're in a wisdom economy, is because They are able to provide that signal out of this chaos, out of this chaotic, noisy world. And so that's what I am thinking right now that we're going in the future. So it's not about it really did. Now it does depend on what you're doing, but really, when you're talking to an audience, they want to know you're capable. They want to know you're competent. They want to know that you're actually going to give them value, and they're thinking, what is it in, like, what is the value for me? What's in it for me? And so, if you're able to provide that signal, kind of that beacon to tell them to say, hey, look, I got information that's valuable to you. I have information probably what you're looking for, but I'm also gonna give you additional stuff that you probably didn't even know. And I'm gonna do it better than all your competition out there because I've actually thought deeply about this and I didn't just AI this, maybe make a couple changes and just spat it out. That's where I think we're going. That's where we are. We are in the wisdom economy. That's my thoughts. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I don't always say it often, but my goal is to try to make 2 videos every day. So this is another one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.